Is everybody still watching? Do you want to hear about another update? That's right, guys. I hit yet another store closing. Borders Books, near where I work, is now defunct, whatever you want to call it. They are out of here. Basically, I got in there probably the 4 days. I think they got about 4 more days before they closed their doors. I got some ultimate deals, guys. It was slim pickings, and there's not any one particular genre fully stocked at this point. The Blu-rays, they're still holding on like they're gold for some reason, like they're not going to get rid of them. They said to check back on the last 2 days. That's when the Blu-rays are really going to plummet in cost. But they said to get there very, very early, like before they open their doors, because the Blu-rays are going to go fast and furious because they've been telling everybody about it. But I managed to pick up a lot that I didn't mind having on DVD at this point. And like I've always said in a lot of my updates, if it's a comedy or a drama, something that's not in or around action, sci-fi, or horror, the DVD gets it done for me, guys. I don't go on a big quest for HD unless it's HD DVD where it's dirt cheap or something like that. But now, usually if it's sci-fi or action or horror, I lean towards having to have that on high def if possible, if the price is right. So let's dive right in here, guys. I've got some favorites here that I've been looking for a while. They've been on kind of my mental list to look for, but I wanted to wait till they got cheap enough because I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on them, because I'd had them before on a VHS back in the day, and I just didn't want to pay a whole lot of money to replenish. So let's dive right in. Here's a little just a good story comedy from the 80s. A little bit of action thrown in there for good measure. Crocodile Dundee, the original. No special features, just a cleaned up widescreen transfer of the film and audio track as well. How can you not like Crocodile Dundee? A lot of people, a lot of the newer generation, they just don't get this kind of comedy. This is one of those that I just grew up and I saw it in the movie theaters. Watched it many times growing up on video. I watched this one again the other night and it was just as good. It was fun to revisit because it's got that kind of quirky little sense of humor. And I like this one in part 2. I don't know too much about that. I don't know how I feel about Crocodile Dundee in L.A. or whatever they made like some years later. But anyways, this is kind of like a little jewel. And by the way, Crocodile Dundee, $2. Can't beat it. This was neat. This was originally $5, and I would have even paid $5 for this, guys. It's 12 movies. About 5 of them I'm going to definitely watch again. This is the Too Cool for School collection, put out by Mill Creek Entertainment. It's not just a bunch of public domain stuff. I guess they are, but they've acquired rights to a lot of these films. It's a good collection of 12 films from the late 70s and on into the mid 80s of just teen comedies, teen sex comedies, whatever you want to call them. Probably not the mainstream ones like the Hughes films or anything like that, but movies that you basically heard of or seen along the way. But this was only $2. Guys, I grabbed this one. It's got the movie Hunk, Weekend Pass, My Tutor, My Chauffeur, Tomboy, Coach. I've probably seen most of those. Now, it's got some other ones in here I haven't seen, like Malibu Beach, Cave Girl, The Beach Girls, Jocks. I haven't seen any of those, but they all sound about the same as far as the synopsis on the back there. I've watched about 4 films from this pack so far, guys. The surprising part about it is, even though this was $5 originally and $2 what I paid for it, all the films that I've watched so far are in anamorphic transfers. The picture and sound quality on these are really good. I don't know what it is, but a lot of times when you get these multi-packs like this, they're really cheesy. They're really not good on the PQ and the SQ quality. So I say if you can locate one of these at a Borders Books, I would even pay the $5. This is something you want to pick up if you're into like 80s comedies. There's the spine there. But it comes on 3 discs, 2 movies per side of each disc for 12 movies. That's not bad. The transfers and the sound pretty decent for that price. There's no special features, of course. I think there might be a trailer in there, here and there, but not much. Here's another 80s comedy that I couldn't believe that I did not have in my collection. It's a John Hughes film, Uncle Buck. $2, guys. Got a trailer on it, no special features, but other than that, the picture quality's great, sound quality's great, anamorphic widescreen, 1:8:5:1 ratio. How can you beat Uncle Buck? I mean, it's just got those moments in it. It's not my favorite Hughes film, but it's just one of those that's undeniably funny. John Candy is one of his better films, and The late great John Candy, may he rest in peace. He's one of my. I can watch just about anything the guy's in, anything. I mean, the guy's funny in it. I always liked old John Candy. He's pretty cool. Here's another comedy from the '90s. This one had been $12.99. I got it for $2. So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers, kind of post Wayne's World, pre Austin Powers, Mike Myers romp. It's a little slow in spots, but and if anything, an uneven comedy film. But he plays some multi roles in the film, like his father. I think he plays his dad, his Scottish guy, and I don't know. It's just got some moments in it, a lot of one-liners in it that I've always enjoyed. So anyway, So I Married an Axe Murderer. As always, as I've told you, when I go to make these big hauls, I always try to get one blind buy in there just to have some fun. This is one that I'm ashamed to admit I have never seen, but a lot of people recommend it, so I went in and got it. $2, guys. Killing Zoe. It had been $10, and I paid $2 for it. It was 80% off on this particular copy. This is the artisan release of it. It says that it is it's an R-rated copy of the film. I don't know if there's an unrated one out there or not, but Eric Stoltz is in this movie and some other folks that I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to check this one out. A lot of people say it's just really great film. Other people say don't bother with it. Shame to admit I've never seen it. So $2, I'm going to finally try it out. Killing Zoe. Here's a good drama for you guys. This one was $2. Robert Redford in Brubaker. The story about the warden the new warden of a penitentiary that goes in kind of undercover to see what's wrong with his prison first, and then he takes over. And it's your basic prison movie drama. Pardon me. Good music score by Lalo Schifrin. Early role for Morgan Freeman. He shows up in a small role in this movie. The Yaphet Kotto's in this one. David Keith, he plays a prisoner role in this one. I don't know. I've always enjoyed this movie. It's directed by Stuart Rosenberg. It's just one of those, anytime it's on TV, kind of like Cool Hand Luke, I've just got to watch some of it. It's addictive. But to own it for $2, went ahead and picked it up, guys. I don't think there's a whole lot of special features on this one, but it is an anamorphic widescreen of the film. Here's another TV show, first season that I picked up. It had been $5, which was amazing enough as it is, because it's not that great of a TV show. I'll grant it that, but it's one of those that I watched growing up, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to revisit. It is The Greatest American Hero. I paid $2 for this, guys. The whole first season. Don't know how the quality is on this yet. I haven't watched it yet. I opened it up the other night, but I haven't watched it yet. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like Dukes of Hazzard. I used to be an extreme Dukes of Hazzard fan growing up, being a little boy. Me and my cousins, we used to watch it all the time. But the problem is, I got a few seasons of it, and when you watch it now, it's kind of like a nostalgia fix. I watch it, but after about 3 or 4 episodes, I just take it out because it just don't feel the same, because you grow up and times change. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see the wackiness of The Greatest American Hero once again. Anyways, here is one. It's kind of one of the jewels of the find. Basically, this is something I couldn't believe was still there. It's an Anchor Bay two movie drive-in series, horror double feature. 2 movies I was actually looking to pick up. They're Italian Lamberto Bava films, Blade in the Dark and Macabre. $3, guys. $3 for this Anchor Bay release. It's got some minor special features, like behind the scenes featurette on both. It's a flipper disc, one movie per side. Widescreen transfers, theatrical trailers. $3, guys. It was just sitting there. One of them left, and I just grabbed it. I was like, dude, I got to see those movies again. They're pretty messed up, but it'd be good to have for around whenever you want to do like an Italian movie or giallo fix or something like that. So, Lamberto Bava, double feature, $3. Can't beat it. This is the last one in the haul here for the Borders Books closing store, or the Borders Books store closing. It was a little more expensive than the others. This one was $5, guys, but I still don't feel like I got hurt on it. I've been waiting for years to replace my VHS of this one. It is, of course, Trainspotting. This is the 2-disc international uncut version, whatever that it means. I viewed it the other day. It looked about the same. I think there was a few seconds in the film that were elongated or that had been trimmed before. Also, I noticed through the behind the scenes that and watching it as well, that the first act especially has been non-redubbed, if that makes any sense. The VHS or the US release of it before, mainly the first act and some other major parts, key parts in the movie, had been redubbed by the actors that acted in the film to lessen the thickness of the Scottish accent in some scenes so that the US market could understand it better. Personally, I've watched the movie multiple times, and this is one of the few books by, I think, the novelist Irvin Welsh, one of the few books that I've actually read cover to cover too, so I had a better understanding of what they were talking about whenever I was watching the movie. And after you watch it a few times, watch it with subtitles too. It'll help you understand what they're talking about if they use some lingo that you don't understand. Part dark humor, part dark comedy, part drug movie, part caper movie. So I've always enjoyed Trainspotting. A lot of people just don't understand it. A lot of people don't like it. And some people are probably going to say, why didn't you get the Blu-ray of that one? Well, it's mainly because this one was so dirt cheap and you get the same special features. And being that the subject matter of the movie, I don't have to have it on Blu-ray. The DVD of this one will get it done. $5, guys. Can't beat it. Dude, find you a bookstore closing, either Borders Books, Walden Books. A lot of them are closing now because a lot of stores are downsizing. If you get in during the last couple weeks, you can catch a tremendous deal. All those films were $2 a piece, except for the last one being $5. Cannot beat it with a stick, or if you did, you probably break your DVDs. See you later, guys. See you next time. Bye.